Start with your toes tucked and your hips over your knees. Take your hands forward and then turn your hands down so your fingers are down and place them on the ground. And then you're going to slowly walk your hands back and forth towards your knees and work on stretching out your forearms and your wrists. Keep your eyes focused on one spot and keep your breath moving in and out of your nose. And now bring your hands back towards your knees with your toes tucked, and you're just going to lean back and give a static stretch to your forearms. Again, focus your eyes and take long rhythmic breaths in and out of your nose. Walk your hands forward, facing the same direction. You can now turn your hands the opposite direction and make fists with your hands. Okay, now what you're going to do is turn the backs of your hands down onto your mat. Okay, and you're going to slowly walk your hands just a couple inches back towards your legs, but with the backs of your hands on your mat. This can be a little bit more intense going the opposite direction, so just be mindful. And now bring your shoulders right up above your wrists, and you're just going to do finger rolls. So you're going to roll your wrist right over your knuckles and then make a fist with your hands, and then roll back down onto your wrist. So roll your wrist up to your above your knuckles, make a fist, little wrist rolls. The wrist and the fist roll. It's a really awesome exercise just to get your hands working. Get your wrists loosened up. Get your forearms loosened up. Good, and then turn your hands back to a normal position. With your fingers forward, bring your shoulders right up over your hips. Now, make sure your toes are tucked. And you're going to walk your hands back, and you're going to come up into what's called toes pose. You're going to test your limitations. Some of you may be able to do this, where you drop your heels all the way back. Some of you may only be able to bring your hips back a certain amount. Depending on your range of motion, you're going to pick your variation. Bring your hands together at prayer center, and then you're going to walk your hands forward so that your shoulders are right over your hips. And walk your hands back, lift your hands up, and lean back into your fullest available version of toe pose. Then you're going to go back and forth. The way that your breath should be working here is that when you lift up here to your full version, breathe in. And as you release your hands and walk forward, breathe out. Breathe in as you walk backwards and lift up. Breathe out as you walk forwards. Breathe in as you move backwards and lift up. Breathe out as you walk forward. And one more time. Breathe in as you walk backwards and lift up. Good, and then stay here. Focus your eyes to a spot. Take long inhales and exhales out of your nose with a slight pause where you hold your breath after every breath in and out. Great. And walk your hands forward so you're in tabletop position. Lift your hips up to downward dog to reverse the intensity that you may be feeling in your toes and calves. You're going to step your right foot forward 6 inches, press the tops of your toes down into your mat, and press back to downward dog. Switch. And just keep switching. Great work. Now come on down. Turn your body sideways so that you can use the width of your mat. Take your feet hip width apart. Press your heels down and pull your toes back. Okay, from this exercise, you can either press your hands down or keep your hands up and use your core a little bit more. It's up to you. So what you're going to do is rotate to the left. Press the outside of your left shin down. Push your hands down on opposite sides of your front foot. Pop up onto your back knee. Lift your chest up as you breathe in. And drop your head down as you breathe out. Tap your head down on the breath out. Hold your breath for a slight moment and then rise up to breathe in. Drop your butt down. Swing your legs forward. Breathe out. Okay? You're going to square your right shin to the mat. Push your hands down and breathe in. Tap your forehead down, breathe out. Rise back up, breathe in. Come back to center, breathe out. And switch. Going to move from left to right. Using your breath. Focus your eyes to a specific spot every time that you move your head to a new location. Be intentional in moving your body into postures and out of postures. Become more and more fluid every time. We'll do it one more time. Of course, if you need to, drop back in the video or slow the video down and watch me. You can. Last one. Okay, great. Now, take your feet forward. We'll do one final movement today. Inhale as you take your arms up. As you exhale, you're going to bring your hands right down onto your hips, pull your elbows back, and slide forward with your hands all the way down your legs as far as you can, past your feet, and pull in. And then as you inhale, slide your hands back and up. As you exhale, slide your hands down and forward. The last thing you want to do as you go forward is drop your head. And the first thing as you go up is you're going to lift your head. But remember, it's a long inhale to go up with a slight pause, and a long exhale to go down and forward with a slight pause. Lift your head, slide up, breathe in. Drop your head last as you fold forward. One more time. This time, drop your head and hold. Take long breaths in and out of your nose with a slight pause after every inhale and after every exhale. Slowly rise up. Turn your body and either sit in crisscross applesauce or you can sit up onto your knees, your choice. Close your eyes. Rest your palms on your legs with your palms up. Notice how your breath moves in and out of your body and how your breath impacts the movement of your body. Bring your palms together, prayer center. Press your thumbs to the center of your forehead, and together we bow forward. Namaste.